to run. Most of the world is dying all around me. Everything I own, I know I bought. You can't see the black inside. Saves the flesh, but it scars the pride. Anytime I run, I come right back again. Thinking all the time spent so confused. Looking negative and remain irreversible. Giving all the tools that I have used. This must be you, my sister. My son, my hands they start to blister, but the things I kill are only one after. Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome once again to From the Slab. I am Monkey Boy. Dear Monkey
I'm Chris.
Boy. This is Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm great,
I'm
man.
I'm pretty fantastic. How are you?
You would be. I knew you'd be good, bro. I just knew it somehow because you're just that guy.
Yeah.
You're just that guy.
I roll with those punches.
You do. You do roll with them. That's the way you roll in your hood. And I'm not talking about like a leprechaun in the hood. I'm talking about like you in the hood.
Yeah.
Who do we got in here? We've got Terry. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. We saw Terry at our show in Orlando this weekend, which was really cool.
All right.
Professor Feather 11. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Delilah plays the dead girl. Hello. You're here. That's cool. If you're here right now, just invite some friends too. That's a good thing to do. Cheers.
Yeah.
Terry had a great time too. Look at Chris. He's not on the wagon. The wagon fell on him.
Yeah.
Very cool. Tonight's movie is Leprechaun, brought to you by Guinness?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Fuck your Lucky Charms.
Fuck your Lucky Charms. Yeah.
Indeed.
I know.
Always fuck your Lucky Charms.
Always fuck your Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see if we can get a few other people in here. And in the meantime, boys and girls, if you are in the chat, and let's just take a look at this.
Okay. If you'd like to be a contestant in tonight's game, please say I want to play the game in the comments, and we will be able to get you in there.
It's always a fun time.
Yeah, it is a great time to play the game.
And what is the prize if you win the game, Brian?
You get to pick whatever movie you want that is horror or horror adjacent. For next week, we will have to watch it, no matter what. Totes, no matter what.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's a good thing. So anytime you want, just put I want to play the game, and we'll see what happens.
Terry wants to play the game.
Yeah. Terry does again. All right, Terry. He ain't fucking scared.
Jason wants to play.
Jason,
our reigning champion.
All right, our reigning champion. So far, it looks like those two. We can have more contestants than just two, you know.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
All right. Well, I was having a hard time finding a movie synopsis for Leprechaun, believe it or not. Let's see.
Maybe that's what Wiki's for, sir.
No, we can wiki. And we will. That's cool. We'll wiki. Cool. Good deal. Whoop. All right, there we go. So anyway, it doesn't really matter anyway, because I really could have done this without a synopsis. It's not that big a deal. So let's see who we got in here. Anybody? Okay, so Jason and Terry are definitely in. They're definitely hardcore. These two are. These two are very
rematch.
It's a rematch. And you know what? We will throw somebody else in there if they want to go. So we're going to leave this up for a little bit. Okay, right here. If you would like to be a contestant in tonight's game, please say I want to play the game in the comments. Make sure you have a phone or a computer with a webcam and a microphone.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you have to do. And I will send you an invitation, and you will be able to play on From the Slab. Tonight's game is, can I ask you a question? And it's 80s themed, 80s horror movie themed. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, than like the last week's. But it's going to be more difficult. But then again, you can pick whatever movie you want. I got to watch it, so you're going to work for it. All right. I guess I should start this, huh? So
yeah,
our movie tonight,
go for it, Brian.
Is Leprechaun. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Professor Feather wants to play.
Professor Feather's going to play? Right on. Professor Feather is going to play, and we are really happy about that. I like all that. So that we don't have a winner. Oh, we do have a winner. Do we? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't mind me. That was my first sip of alcohol. I should
ever.
Like ever. It feels like it. All right. So boys and girls, here we go. In 1983, Dan O'Grady returns to his home in North Dakota from a trip to his native Ireland, where he stole the pot of gold from a leprechaun he interrogated. After burying the gold, hi, Jennifer. After burying the gold, O'Grady discovers that the evil leprechaun has followed him home and murdered his wife. O'Grady uses a 4-leaf clover to suppress the leprechaun's power and trap him inside a crate. Before he can burn him, he suffers a stroke. Now, that was a very vague thing. He stole the damn gold, and he had it with him. And the leprechaun damn sure wanted it back, followed him from Ireland, right? Okay, but he trapped him with a 4-leaf clover. Because if you know anything about leprechauns and their lore, this film takes from the lore of leprechauns that some of it's like really outside lore, but it's still lore. It's still there. So anyway, as I was saying, 10 years later, J.D. Renning and his teenage daughter, Tori, because they were all named Tori in the 80s, everyone, okay? and his teenage daughter Tori rent the O'Grady farmhouse for the summer, which you do. I mean, you always want to be like, what do I want to do for the summer? Farmhouse.
Rent a farmhouse.
Rent a farmhouse, please. So they rented for the summer. Contract workers Nathan Murphy and his 10-year-old brother Alex and their dim-witted friend Ozzie Jones, who's not dim-witted. Can you say dim-witted? That's pretty shitty. I think that's not correct. But their dim-witted friend Ozzie Jones helped to repaint the farmhouse, sort of. They really just repaint Ozzie. Anyway, while walking around the basement, Ozzie hears the leprechauns cry for help and mistakes him for a little child because he uses voices to get people to do what he wants. So he mistakes him for a little child, and he brushes the old 4-leaf clover off the crate, freeing the leprechaun. The leprechaun tells Ozzie that he works as a shoemaker in Ireland, but he came to America looking for his gold. So after failing to convince the others that he met a leprechaun, Ozzie spots a rainbow and chases it, okay? Believing that he will find a pot of gold at the end, which is pretty, I mean, believe it or not, you just saw a leprechaun. That's pretty solid logic, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, and there was no rain. So anyway, Alex, the little boy, accompanies him for fear that Ozzie might hurt himself. The little boy is very thoughtful. A bag of 100 gold coins magically appears before Ozzie in an old beat-up truck. After Ozzie tests the gold and accidentally swallows a coin, maybe he is dim-witted, they stash it in an old well and plot to keep it for themselves, hoping to fix Ozzie's brain with surgery. This is really not a politically correct movie. Anyway, at the farm, the leprechaun lures JD into a trap by imitating a cat. You're ugly, cat. I'm going to beat you up. No, imitating a cat and biting his injured hand. Now, just so you know, during this movie, hey, Sean, how are you, buddy? But during this movie, I had 2 cats on either side of me, and I thought one of them was in trouble the whole time. It was very weird. Anyway, he at the farm, he lures JD into a trap by imitating a cat and biting and injuring his hand. Tori and the others rush him to the hospital, okay? And the leprechaun kills Joe, the shop owner, for stealing his gold. Joe's shop is a gold and coin shop, in case you didn't see this movie.
Cash for gold.
So he keeps one of the gold coins to test it and see what it's worth. And for the next day, and the leprechaun kills him. The leprechaun fixes himself a small go-kart, and there's a lot of go-karts just lying around in the leprechaun movie. It's kind of weird. And goes back to the farmhouse.
It was the 90s.
It was the early 90s. Everybody had a go-kart. I remember those. Yeah. Sure. He gets pulled over by a police officer on the way back for speeding. The police officer thinks he's a little boy in a costume. And he's like, no, I'm a leprechaun. Can't you see my shiny buckled shoes, and that kind of thing. And so the police officer winds up getting chased by the leprechaun into the woods, eventually getting killed by the leprechaun in the process. The leprechaun returns to the farmhouse. Okay, he goes back to the farmhouse where he searches for his gold and shines every shoe that he finds. Okay, just so you know, leprechauns shine shoes. If you didn't know that, that's what they fucking do, okay? They have to shine shoes. Okay, after leaving JD at the hospital, the group arrives back at the farmhouse. Finding it ransacked, Nathan checks outside where he's injured by a bear trap set by the leprechaun. Who knew the leprechaun could set a bear trap? But he did. He had bear traps all over the place.
I think if you have opposable thumbs, you can set a bear trap.
Yeah, but do you always have a bear trap on hand? I know I don't. I usually don't. But then again, he's not a farm. I guess it's possible. I mean, anyway,
I got a bear trap.
The group finds the leprechaun outside, ganging up and beating up on him with sticks and stones. Okay. After finding a shotgun in the farmhouse, they shoot the leprechaun several times, which, when this has no effect, they attempt to flee the farm, but their truck's engine has been sabotaged by the leprechaun. So what this synopsis did not tell you, they drove the father in the pickup truck to the hospital. But the pickup truck doesn't start on its own. It has to have its alternator messed with, okay? And the only one who knows how to do this is 10-year-old Alex, okay? The little boy. So when this truck doesn't start in, as they're being chased by the leprechaun, they send the 10-year-old boy by himself to go underneath the hood to get it. So basically what happens is the leprechaun just pops out with the distributor cap in his mouth. That was like awesome. Just fucking awesome. Anyway, after ramming the truck with the go-kart, the leprechaun terrorizes the group until Ozzy reveals that he and Alex found the pot of gold. Tori recovers the bag from the well and gives it to the leprechaun, believing the worst to be over. They leave for the hospital. Okay? While counting his gold, the leprechaun discovers that he's missing the last coin, the one that Ozzy swallowed, right? I mean, come on, Ozzy. Let's hurry up and poop. Thinking that they have tricked him, okay? The leprechaun menaces them until Ozzy tells him about O'Grady, who was in a nursing home after his stroke. Okay, he tells everybody about it, including the leprechaun, just seems to know about it too. The group destroys the leprechaun by throwing old dirty shoes around, which the leprechaun can't go and shine them. Okay, so note to self, don't throw out your old shoes in case of leprechauns. Okay, so he can't resist. He has to go and shine them while Tori gets into her Jeep and drives off to go see O'Grady to find out how to kill this leprechaun. Tori visits the home and finds out how to kill a leprechaun, which is fine. The whole time, the whole group is outside. The leprechaun was inside the house, and they left 10-year-old Alex inside the house the whole time. They don't give a shit about this kid, like at all. No. They don't care. This kid can go die for all they care. All right. Anyway, at the nursing home, the leprechaun pretends to be O'Grady. Very well, by the way. What acting skills on the leprechaun? Played by Warwick Davis, right?
Warwick.
Yeah. I don't know. It's good. He did this accent that was kind of like an Irish thing, but not really. And I loved it. I thought it was good. I thought a leprechaun would have that. Anyway, so after he chases Tori into an elevator, the leprechaun throws O'Grady's bloody body down the shaft as Tori flees. Before dying, O'Grady tells her that the only way to kill the leprechaun is with a 4-leaf clover, which happens to grow in a big patch outside the farm. Tori returns to the farmhouse, not realizing that only one out of 10,000 clovers or 4-leaf clovers, and she searches for the clover until she's attacked by the leprechaun. Oh my God! Nathan and Ozzy save her. Ozzy reveals that he swallowed the last gold coin, and the leprechaun critically wounds him trying to get it. Okay? Before the leprechaun can kill Ozzy, though, Alex takes a 4-leaf clover Tori has found, sticks it into a wad of gum, and then shoots it into the leprechaun's mouth, causing him to melt away. He shoots it with a slingshot that he did not previously have before, but I'm glad he did, because every kid in the early 90s had a slingshot in their back pocket and a go-kart.
Yeah, that tracks.
It causes him to melt away. The leprechaun falls into the well, but his skeleton kind of climbs out of the well to continue menacing the group. Nathan pushes the leprechaun back into the well and blows up both the well and the leprechaun with gasoline. The cops arrive in the morning to investigate the remains of the well. And at the end, the leprechaun vows he will not rest until he recovers every last piece of his gold. And that, my friends, is Leprechaun. Yeah, shit and gold. I think, well, you know what? I agree with that. I think Hey there, kids. Don't forget, if you're watching right now and you're in the chat, go ahead and share this with everybody you know. That guy is handsome and smart.
Yeah.
handsome and smart. He knows what he's doing. Okay.
He seems to know what he's talking about. Good job, Brian. Good job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sean, I agree. Like, it had, what was it, 11 fucking movies in the Leprechaun franchise?
Oh, is it that many?
It's like 11, I think. What? And 2 are in the hood. 2 are in the hood.
There are 8 Leprechaun movies.
Oh, are you counting the Leprechaun remake?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah. There are 8.
8 for jerseys.
I really enjoyed Leprechaun 4 in Space.
You did.
Yeah. That was kind of my favorite one.
Well, that's cool. That is cool. So before we play the game tonight, we still have time. If you want to get involved and play this trivia game with us, all you need is a phone or a computer with a speaker, and all you got to do is put "I want to play" in the comments, and we can get you in there. So we're all good. If you want to add in, so far we've got a rematch of last week. We've got Jason and we've got Terry.
And for the first time, Professor Feather.
Professor Feather. This is going to be fun. Okay. All right. Sean does not like the one in space. He thinks
come on. Hey, dude pees on the leprechaun and the leprechaun shocks him through the stream of piss. That's classic.
Sean says he's going to try it. So hold on. Let me invite some of these people and get them on there before we do our whole thought of the week. So Chris, how was your week?
It was uneventful.
All right.
But good.
No events.
Yeah. How was the show Friday or Saturday? Saturday?
Amazingly good. Amazingly good. I loved it. And it was, I loved the new venue. It was really nice. The venue was Metalworks.
With an X.
With an X, Metalworks Live. And it was really very fun. Terry made it there. Jason didn't. His car broke down on I-4, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Yes, very bad. Very, very sucking. But, hey.
If there's a bad place for your car to break down, it's I-4.
It's fucking I-4.
It's fucking Thunderdome.
All right, so then we've got Professor Feather. All right, 11. Is it underscore 11? Are you there?
It is. Yes, it's underscore 11.
Oh, cannot find him. So
it's because he's on Twitch.
He's on Twitch. So I'm going to find him the other way.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. And all right. Professor Feather 11, look under your messenger and you will find an invite to tonight's festivities. We've already got a few people already chiming in. Let's see. We've got Terry and Jason are right on the ball. Sean, also check yourself out, man. Check out your messenger on Facebook, and you will see an invite. And just follow the instructions, and you will pop up. And don't worry, I will see you probably before you see me. I don't know if you can if you're in Shadowland. I really don't know, but I do know that I can see you, and we will go ahead and make sure that you are a part of it. I will wait for you to pop up. But first, it's time. It's time for the horrible.
Such a happy guy.
I love that guy. He's my favorite. He's my favorite, I think. No, you're
he's my third favorite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're my favorite. I'm just telling you.
Monkeys up top.
All right. Monkeys up top. That's all I got to say. So here is your horrible thought of the week. Okay, you just blew up a well after defeating a leprechaun. Do you, A, look for the damn gold, B, say fuck it and wait for your mentally challenged friends to poop and deal with that? All right. Or C, get a nose job and join the cast of Friends and make more money than that little bastard had anyway. What do you think? All right, Sean, I will do that. What do you think? Boys and girls of the chat, people of the chat. What do you think? Would you A, look for the damn gold and have some gold, or would you B, whatever B says, because I'm on another screen right now.
That's waiting for your mentally challenged friend to shit the gold out and deal with it.
Yeah, basically wait for your mentally challenged friend to poop and deal with it. Or C, get a nose job and join the cast of Friends and make a little more money than what that little bastard had anyway. So we have Professor Feather says C all day long. Okay. Delilah plays the dead girl, chooses B. All right. I would do that probably too. Because I'm not really a money guy. You know what I mean? Like, show me the money. Although I will say, if we do have stars, if you want to tip us, you can.
I'd have to go with A, just because. I mean, how much is one coin really going to get you? And the C option, you would have to subject yourself to working on Friends.
Yeah, Jason's going with A. Yeah, but you would. It was a popular show. Jason,
but it wasn't good.
Michael chose D, which
that's a good choice too.
I'm not saying you always choose the D, Michael. I'm just saying, it wasn't one of the questions. But it wasn't an option. But if you do, that's cool, man. Because hey, to each his own, and that's fine. Private chat here. Oh, we've got Terry Harger also chose A. Terry, I knew you would go for A. I just knew it. So anyway, that there's in the private chat, and that's cool. So yeah, I see all three of you, but I still do not see Sean. He's having a hard time getting on this. I did resend it. He says when he clicks it, nothing happens. It happened for everyone else, though. So I'm thinking there may be a problem with maybe your
hardware,
your browser, perhaps. I want him in here, though. I do. I want him in here. If he wants to be in, I want him in, and it's there. It should be in your Facebook Messenger. And let's just take a look. All right, Sean. All right, Sean. You haven't even seen this one yet. So. Maybe he just said fuck it in general. What do you think?
Yeah. Give him 10 more seconds.
10 more seconds.
Figure it out.
So what did you think of Leprechaun?
I love this movie. It was fun. It's a really bad movie. It's one of those early 90s movies that is bad for the sake of being bad.
Yeah, this movie
It's campy and it's fun and it's ridiculous and gory, and Warwick Davis is an international fucking treasure.
He really is. That is true. He is an international fucking treasure. He
was Willow, and then he's going to say, "Oh, I'm going to be the leprechaun," and he put like every bit of scene chewing he could into those movies.
All right, Sean has now seen this, so let's see if he pops up within a minute. I mean, sometimes I don't know.
Yeah,
there's stuff you got to do, so you never know. But that's
there's a couple clicks.
I happen to love this movie as well. Professor Feather just disappeared. And you can only see the top of his head anyway. I don't know what was going on there, but he doesn't realize that, that, but it's cool. Maybe he'll pop back up. Here he comes back. Here he is. There's his nostrils. There we go. All right. Cool. And we
got to be able to see your hand.
We have to be able to see your hand. Yeah, I would back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Hey, I think we got Sean in here. Hell yeah, we do.
All
right. Both Sean and Tony, here's how this goes. When you think you have the answer to the question, I know, I'm pretty sure you can hear me. When you think you have the answer to the question, raise your hand, because we don't have buzzers. So make sure that when you're looking at the camera, you can see yourself. Raise your hand. That's it. And so our game tonight is a special one called, Hey, can I ask you a question? All right, everybody, welcome to From the Slab. Welcome to Hey There, Can I Ask You a Question? Really good to see you. You guys look great. These guys, let me see if I can find a preferable. No, that's not.
Oh, no. The other way was better.
What's this one? No.
That worked.
That was good. That's all right. We'll do this. Okay. So, boys, now Sean's going to take his pants off, which thank you, buddy. I mean, somebody needs to. All right. This is good. It's really good to see you. All of you. So remember tonight, as we're going on this, if you think you know the answer, raise your hand. Tonight's questions will be multiple choice. Okay. You have to say the name. Okay. And you'll be all right. So here we go. We got a little bit of feedback going on, but that's okay. It's not that big a deal at the moment. So they're all about 1980s horror. And they're a little different.
One sec. Is somebody else listening to this show on another device?
Yeah, someone else.
It's Tony.
Yeah.
Are you watching on the TV too, bud?
It's Tony.
Yeah.
Tony? Professor Feather? Can you hear me? First off, can everybody hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Terry, can you hear me? Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tony, can you hear me?
No,
How did you answer my question if you didn't know?
it's very low. I can barely hear you.
Okay. You can turn it up a
Same
little.
here. I'm low as well. My
You can turn
volume's
it up a
low.
little. Yours is low? So low you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Turn it up a little. If we got to have a little feedback, we get a little feedback.
I'm on my laptop. My volume's high as it can go.
Yeah, that's
Same
fine.
here.
All right. But you guys can hear me at all? Yeah? Yeah?
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
we're good. All right. Sean, I'm loving the vibe, bro. You might win this just from excitement alone. Okay. Are we ready for question number
Remember, raise your hand to answer.
Right. Because if you get the right answer and you haven't raised your hand, it gets pushed off. Somebody else gets to steal it. So don't let people steal your shit, man. Your shit.
How many questions do we have, Brian?
We have a grand total of 10.
Okay.
And I do have a tiebreaker if need be.
All right.
All right. So here we go. But we won't need it because these are tough questions. Here's question number 1. Here we go. 1980. Most horror fans would remember that in the year 1980, the very famous Friday the 13th opened the door to a lot of similar films in horror cinema. While I am most definitely guilty of having a lot of love for the slasher in the woods type movie. I also really enjoy the more quirky, not too mainstream style of horror. One of these films that I remember fondly is written and directed by Don Dohler. It's about a corpse that winds up being brought back to life by a spirit that enters his grave. He then winds up taking the name of Mr. Longfellow, moves to the suburbs, and has to deal with a very nosy neighbor. Okay, what's the name of this film? I will give you 4 possible answers. When you think you know it, raise your hand and wait till you're called. Chris?
I got my eyes open.
All right. Living a Zombie Dream, The Awakening, Suburban Nightmare, or Fiend?
Sean.
Sean?
Suburban Nightmare.
No. Tony, I saw your hand up next.
The Awakening.
No, but thanks. That was a good try. Anyone else? Jason, Terry?
What was that?
Jason.
Zombie? It's about the zombie?
Living a Zombie Dream?
Zombie Dream?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Okay. No, in process of elimination, Jason, you do not get to guess because the movie was Fiend.
Oh.
Okay, and there was only 4. There's 4 of you.
I wasn't sure who Chris
What was the answer?
called, me or Terry, but I was like,
I will always I will call your name, sir.
okay.
I will call it if that's the case. Okay, question number 2. 1981. While the year 1981 has its share of horror sequels, Friday the 13th Part 2, Halloween 2, etc., there are also a lot of other fun flicks that made their debut this year. One of them is about 2 teen couples that go to the town carnival and survive a night of terror while trapped inside one of the carnival's attractions. There is someone or something deadly in there with them who doesn't want them to get out alive. What is the name of this creepy classic? Is it?
Wait for it.
Do you know it, Terry?
Yes.
What is it?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No. Sorry. But, okay. Is it House of Mirrors, The Funhouse, The Sideshow, or Clown House? Well, Terry had his hand up again first, so let's go. Go ahead. Terry.
Funhouse.
Absolutely. Terry's got his first point.
All right.
You think you might have had that one, sir? Anthony?
Yeah, that was my pick.
That would have been a good pick. God damn it. All right. Okay. Question number 3, 1982. In this film, 3 young newlywed couples decide to spend their honeymoon vacation at a place called Honeymoon Island. Unfortunately for them, their time of being happy together turns to terror as they are stalked and murdered by a deranged maniac. What is this movie's title? Is it, Terry? You might want to wait for the questions, but what is it? Terry, you had your hand up.
I want to say Sleepaway Camp.
You are absolutely wrong. So it's okay. It's okay though. It's all right. Here we go. Is it Honeymoon Island, Honeymoon Horror, The Honeymoon Killers, or Maniac? All right.
Tony.
Tony?
Maniac.
No, Tony. Thank you, though. Jason.
Jason was next.
It was Honeymoon. I believe it was Honeymoon Island.
You believe a lot of things. And you know what, Jason? Your beliefs are not always what you should go with. Okay. Terry.
Yeah, it was Honeymoon Killers.
No. And so that's all. That's the other 3.
Oh,
man.
Sorry. It was Honeymoon Island.
Oh, man.
Or the Honeymoon Horror. I'm sorry. So yeah, there we go. All right. Are we ready for question number 4? Let's, without further ado, because I hate ado. especially if it doesn't have some gold in it. All right, here we go. 1983. There are quite a few great horror movies that come from Canada, eh? This Canadian horror film is about a masked killer stalking and murdering a group of actresses who are all auditioning for a movie role at the director's mansion. Name this film. It's a Canadian film. Actresses auditioning for a movie role at a director's mansion, and they're stalked by a masked killer. Is it The Final Terror? Is it A Night to Dismember? Is it Scalps? Or is it Curtains?
Terry.
Scalp.
Terry's wrong. Okay, next, Tony.
Tony.
A Night to Dismember.
I wish it was Tony, because I like that name a lot. It wasn't.
Sean.
What are the last two? What are the last two again?
It's at this point in time, it's either The Final Terror or Curtains.
Final Terror.
You had a 50-50 chance, bud. And it was Curtains.
It was curtains.
All right, it was
Yeah, I
curtains.
remember now. Curtains.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, that's too late. Too late. Day late, dollar short. It's okay. Terry right now is in the lead with 1. The rest have a whopping 0, but that's okay. We're on question number. You can still catch up. All right. All right, here we go. 1985.
Wait.
No.
You skipped 84.
I skipped 84, didn't I?
Can't skip 84.
No.
4 years old. Come on.
Oh, no. All right. Hold on. Because 1984 is not in here.
Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. First off, all right. 1984. All hardcore fans of horror know that a lot of these films take place in wooded areas. This one is no exception. Something is stalking and killing the campers at Rocky Mountains Forest. It doesn't look human, but it carries an axe and is looking for a female to have as a mate. What is the name of this slasher? Is it Innocent Prey? Is it Scream for Help? Is it Mutant? Or is it The Prey?
Jason.
Mutant.
All right. All right. The answer is not Mutant.
Sean.
Me?
Yep.
The first one you said.
Innocent Prey. No, but very, very, very cute. It was good.
Terry.
Terry.
Mutant.
It's not Mutant.
Still not mutant.
No.
So that only leaves one answer.
I was already said.
No,
It's The Prey. The Prey is the answer to this query. Okay, so now this is getting very, very confusing. All right, there we go. All right.
85.
1985.
Brain
A young boy named Ed accidentally shoots and kills his mother with his father's rifle, for which his father never forgives him. Years later, Ed and his friends go on vacation to a beach house. While there, someone winds up killing them one by one. Which of these 80s slashers am I referring to? Is it Evils of the Night? Is it Too Scared to Scream? Is it The Ripper? Or is it The Mutilator?
I saw Sean first.
Okay, Sean.
The Ripper.
The Ripper is not correct. Sorry. Terry.
Mutilator.
It is the Mutilator. Oh my God, Terry, you are busting this up tonight. I don't know if they can win. No, they can. All they need is 2, right?
For a tie.
For a tie, and then I've got a tiebreaker. So
Yeah.
this is the question, right? Somebody other than Terry has to get this question in order for us to continue. Is that correct?
So that was 6.
Yep.
So if
No, we've got one
Yeah.
more, and then it's the end of all ends. So here we go.
that was only 6.
That's only 6. If Terry does
Yeah.
not get this, then we can
Right.
go on for the other one.
Yeah,
Question number 7, 1986. In this horror/comedy, some college kids run into a bit of deadly trouble while vacationing at a lodge in the woods. A fisherman is using a giant hook to reel in human victims during the annual fishing contest. Which one of these campy flicks am I referring to? Is it Blood Lake? Is it Blood Hook? Is it Fair Game? Or is it Not Mere Weekend? I saw
Tony.
Blood Lake.
Blood Lake. Let's see if Tony, you're close, but no. I saw Sean before I saw Tony. Sean.
Blood Hook.
It is Blood Hook. Sean gets a 1 on the board. Ding, 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 ding.
All right.
Okay, question number 8. 1987. This horror gem takes place in Ireland. It's about a large, hideous creature, who winds up being brought back to life and goes on a murderous rampage, killing everything in its path. What is the name of this creature, which is also the name of the film? Is it Rawhead? Oh, go ahead, Terry.
Pumpkinhead.
Absolutely not. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll wait for the answers, and we'll see which one it could be. Is it Rawhead Rex? Oh, Tony.
Rawhead Rex.
All right, Tony's got one.
All right.
These guys do not fuck around. They're like,
So we got 2 more questions.
and so it's
2 to 1 to
Sean
1
and
to
Anthony
0.
can tie this up. Sean and Anthony can tie this up. Either one of you. Okay? Terry, you're in a solid lead with 2. If nobody gets this next one, or if you get this next one, you've won.
Jason can tie this up if he gets the next 2.
He can.
Yeah. Still in the game.
Question number 8. No. Question number 9. Okay, 1988. 7 friends from college go to a remote ski resort due to a mysterious invitation from someone who is out to get them. What is the name of this movie, which stars Lisa Loring, who is best known for her role as Wednesday Addams on the classic TV show The Addams Family? Okay, here are your possible answers. Is it Iced? Is it Dead of Winter? Is it Killer Resort or Cold Storage?
I saw Sean first.
Sean.
Killer Estate.
No, sir. Was it Jason or Terry?
Jason was next.
Jason.
I'm trying to remember the list of the movies.
The list of the movies were Iced, Dead of Winter, Killer Resort, and Cold Storage.
Dead of Winter.
No, but thank you. Terry.
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 Ice.
It is Iced. Absolutely. Ding, ding, ding. Oh,
That is
my
winner.
freaking gooses. Winner, it is Terry. Good job, Terry. All right, guys, thanks so much for playing tonight. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Do you want to do the last question just for shits and giggles?
Of course.
All right, Terry, you have won this game. You get to pick next week's movie, so stew about it in your brain while we go for this last question. All right. In 1989, a supermarket is the setting for this horror slasher that is written and directed by Scott Spiegel. The plot for this gruesome film is that a maniac is murdering the employees who work in a supermarket overnight. This movie stars Bruce Campbell, Renee Estevez, and Sam and Ted Raimi. Name it. Is it Supermarket Slasher? Is it The Prowler? Is it Cornered? Or is it Intruder? So is
Terry?
it?
It's The Prowler.
It is absolutely not, Terry.
Oh,
John.
What were the answers again?
Supermarket Slasher, The Prowler, which we just took off the board, Cornered, or Intruder.
I'm gonna say Intruder.
You would be right, Sean.
Hello.
You would be right. Absolutely. You win nothing but my love and respect, and I appreciate you. And all of you have my love and respect. Thank you so much for playing, guys. I really do appreciate it. But Terry is our winner. So the rest of you, goodbye. All right, there we go. All right, Terry, hi, bud. You are the winner.
yeah,
What
man.
are we watching?
What are we watching next week, bud?
Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends.
We already did Halloween Ends. You'll have to pick a different one.
Really? Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
I was going to go with it because I don't remember much.
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp. It is. It's another 80s movie.
Yes.
That's good. That's cool. Next week's movie, boys and girls, is Sleepaway Camp. Thank you, Terry, very much. And you know what? Thank you, Sean.
Like my shirt.
I do love your shirt. It's a good shirt. All right. I'm going to say goodbye to you, Terry. We're going to have to say goodbye to everybody. But here we go.
All right.
Oh,
Good game, man.
Jennifer, you have until the synopsis is over. We start at 9, so you have pretty much at least until the synopsis is over to join in the game. And that'll be every week for the most part. So there's always next week. And I would love to see you as part of this game. All right. Chris, what do you got going on?
That was fun.
What do you got going on this week?
Oh, Friday night, Thrown Together is at Salty Jim's Island Time Bar and Grill on Weber and Beneva from 8:30 to 11:30. Saturday night, Thrown Together will be at Papa Joe's Sports Bar on Whitfield from 8:30 to 12:30. And yeah,
Okay, that's very good.
gonna have good times.
Good times, great oldies, whatever. They might not be great oldies. It might be great newies.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's all right.
It's okay.
What do you got going on this week?
This week, we will be in Tallahassee, Florida.
Ooh,
Ooh, at I'm going to just put up a flyer. That seems like it would be easier, right?
yes.
It really does for me too. We will be at the Old Warrior on the River in Tallahassee, which is under new ownership. And from what I hear, it's a really great venue at this point in time. The legacy at the riverfront, where there was Skull beneath the Barrens and the Fallen Sons, and it is going to be a damn good show. 7 p.m. are the doors. If you are anywhere near Tallahassee or Tallahatchie Coochie or wherever the fuck's up there, and be there. And it'll be a great show, and that is Saturday night, 7 o'clock. The dude will be there. We will be playing, just like last week, we got a chance to do thank you, Sean. We will get a chance to do our new songs. All new songs.
All new songs.
All new songs. This week we may do a mixture, but you're going to get your new songs in there too if you want to hear them. If you haven't heard them yet, and it's going to be a great fucking time. So you should really come to Legacy at the Riverfront in Tallahassee, Florida, and it's a cool venue. It really is. Warrior on the River had a few issues with the way it was run. But they apparently, from what I understand, they have not only worked out most of the kinks, they're also working towards a better day and a brighter day for heavy metal.
Fucking A.
Which is fucking great. So, so that's that. Once again, Leprechaun for me gets all of the horns because
yes,
it was really just that fun. It's just that fun. And boys and girls, if you're watching this in a replay, thank you so much. Don't forget you can join us every Tuesday night, pretty much. Terry, I don't know if they remodeled the place, but I know they're working on remodeling a lot of it, and all of the shows are now in the back on the stage, and they've figured out the situation way better. Oh man, Terry, turn your dog down.
No, that's Indy's dog.
I know that's Indy's dog. Oh, is he eating? What's he doing?
I think he's eating Ray.
I've seen Cujo too many times to know that this doesn't work well. So, I almost kind of want to stick around to see some blood. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm really psyched for this show. I'm psyched for next week's show where we're going to be doing Sleepaway Camp. Oh, so
fuck yeah!
Hell yeah!
Not enough people in horror movies anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. So yeah, and everybody, if you are in this area, go see Chris play. If you have not seen Chris play, you're really missing out, man. He is
We have a good time.
He is one of the most stellar performers and I really, honestly, I love the way he plays, and I love watching him play. So that's cool. And Terry, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. If you can get there. I know it's kind of far away. Tallahassee is like 5 hours from everywhere, which is weird. It's a strange place, but it's a good place. If you are near Tallahassee, actually, if you're in Georgia, you should probably come down and see our show because it's probably closer than anywhere in Florida. That's the way that goes.
That's the truth.
So anyway, I think we've got to say goodbye, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're watching this in a replays, thank you. And remember, we're here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. You can be here. You can play in the game. You can do whatever the hell you want. It will be a lot of fun if you just decide to show up on time. And if you don't, thank you so much for watching us. We really do appreciate you. And not only do I and Chris appreciate you, the entire staff of 20 some odd people from the Slab who are surrounding us. Because what a lot of people don't know is Chris and I are actually in the same room together.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
So we're
same
in
wall.
The same room. And they're surrounding us is like it's like 20 people. And I got somebody under the desk right now polishing my shoes. He's a leprechaun. I don't know. He was looking for work. He had shoes, but he was polishing my shoes. And, I've got many people. I had somebody filling up my drink all night long, and it's empty. But that's okay because that means the show is over. Much love to everyone, all of you. Let's get the last things. Okay. Have a good show too, Chris.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Have a great show. Brian, Sean, with the emojis. I don't have sunglasses, but you got the deal. Polishing shoes. Sure. Yeah, he got it. He got it. All right. From all of us from the slab, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.